ankle mobility is important for squatting, running, sports that include running, and dancing. Let's assess your ankle mobility with the knee to wall assessment. So you need a stick or a wall, and step your foot facing the wall roughly about 4 inches. We'll start there. Keep your heel on the floor and see if you can tap your knee to the wall. If it feels easy, slide back. If it feels too hard, slide forward until you can find the spot that you can just barely tap your knee to a stick, to the wall, whatever you have in front of you, to measure the distance between your toe and the wall or stick. Now, research says that you need at least 4 inches of distance between your toe and the wall in order to have good ankle movement for sports. Some research says that you need 6. So 4 is the minimum, maybe you need 6 depending on probably your body type and what extreme type movements you want to do. For me, I'm 4'11", I think 4 inches is adequate. To measure this objectively, I can use a ruler. And put my ruler against my stick or slide it up against the wall. And then I can measure and see how far my toe can be from the wall. So it's 4 inches. I can maybe slide it back a little bit more. 4.5 feels about my max. Let's try the other side. I'll call this my better side. The other side's had a few more injuries than my left side. 4.5 feels pretty easy. I can slide back. Let's see. Just get to 5. 5 was tough, but I did it. So my mobility is 4.5 inches, knees past my toes on the right foot, and 5 on the left. If you don't have a ruler and or just want to have another way to measure over time, a piece of paper is a great way to do it. Do my ruler. So if I want to measure and then spend some time working on my mobility, you could just draw a line wherever your toe ends up on the paper. I would label that my right foot. Do the same thing with my left foot. Draw a line wherever that feels a good challenge. And then you can use that to both compare left and right. And if you do it again, maybe a half hour later after you've been stretching, or a month from now if you've been doing consistent mobility practice, you can see change over time. Now, in addition to just looking at the numbers, let's think about how the quality of this movement is. So maybe you discovered that you could use a little work to get up to at least 4 inches or closer to 6 plus. But also ask yourself, how does it feel? If you just bend your knees forward, are both knees going equally as far? Is one knee not going very far? And do you feel any pinching or discomfort in your ankle? Maybe even to the top of the foot, the calf. And these are all clues that you might need to work on your ankle mobility. Other things to look for is your ankle shifting. Does your arch collapse in? Does your foot pivot out when you try to bend your knee forward? Those are definitely compensations that may signal that you need to work on your ankle mobility. So check your numbers, see where you're at, and then make a decision on whether or not this is something that you need to work on.